Hey, hello everybody. I would like to introduce you to another design tools as an option, right? Calligraph is also one of the best online fonts editor software that available. So, I do understand that a lot of you really love to work on Procreate, right? And yes, it might be painful to kind of import your fonts and create the outline on Illustrator again, and then import it in the FontFox, right? Or even FontLab, which is the industrial standard software, right? However, there's also this platform or this online software that can work very well with Procreate if you want to create like quick fonts, right? It's very easy to use, all right? It's very easy. Trust me, I will walk you through this. And if you want to transform your handwritings, okay, into a font, then this is also an option. It's an alternative way to work on font design, right? It depends on your preference and the project and the goal as well, all right? What you want to do. Um, the thing is, I would like to emphasize a little bit. Procreate is it's a great app, right? I have nothing to against Procreate. It's just incredible, fantastic. But still, at the moment, right, there's some limitations, and it still doesn't support font designs, right? Procreate itself, we can't create. I mean, it can create like little forms, but it can't generate a font. So usually we have to kind of um, import all the characters and create it in another software. Okay, there's a lot of apps. Okay, that you can find on Apple Store too, right? But there's a lot of bugs too. I must warn you, all right? It's still incompatible in comparison to Font Lab, which is like the standard of professional tools in font design, right? That's why I want to kind of walk you through the step, okay, how to kind of work on the main software that professional type designer use, right? Like um, FontFox, Illustrator, and Font Labs, right? So anyhow, but if you want to kind of like I said, create a very quick, you know, fonts or something. Okay, this is a good choice, but there's some limitation. Okay, first just go to calligraph.com, right? It's spelled like calligrapher without an E at the end, right? Without an E between H and R over there. Go there, right? And let's check about pricing a little bit. Um, I won't support you to pay anything or anything, okay? I'm not, it's just too much, and I don't think it's necessary for our cost to pay for anything more. Okay, right now I'm trying my best to kind of introduce you to free software and or the software that's available, you know, and being provided by the faculties, right? So anyhow, if you use the free options here, okay, you have to sign up first, alright? To sign up, and then when you sign up, just select the free plan, alright? However, the limitation is you can't create ligatures here, and you can't do the kerning. Here's the thing, okay? The reason why I haven't introduced you to this um, platform first is, of course, kerning is disaster here. It's a real disaster, right? And although you can adjust kerning, the trackings, the leadings as well, all right. But when the fonts have been generated from here, still like I said, it's still not like professional quality, all right. So, but if you want to kind of create it quickly, create a font quickly, and you might want to just use your font as a to use collaboratively to create something like logo, something is fine to kind of create it on this platform. Or if you want to do just letterings projects, then it's fine to kind of create a font here, right? But sometimes you also need to kind of adjust the kerning tracking again in design software like Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, or InDesign, for instance. So, okay, another thing that is kind of you know, it's still like inadequate is the characters here. Okay, the max character that can be imported here. All right. If you use free version, it's just 75. All right. For the pro version, it's 480, which is not enough if we speak about like professional, graph, professional fonts. Okay. So, but anyhow, it's very easy to use. After you sign up it, okay, just log into, just go into the website, sign up, and then log in, all right? And then you can see that there's a button called Start App on the right at the top there, right? Just click it over there. And then they will have like option here. The thing is here, the thing that is pretty easy is they're gonna have like a template, okay, for you that you can print it out, you can draw it, okay, by using your hand, okay. It could be hand drawing too, right? And then you scan it and import it in Calligraph, okay, and it's going to generate a font for you based on your handwriting. But of course, right now you also work on Procreate, right? Procreate also able to import those kind of template, and you can work on that platform as well, you know. Procreate also have a lot of nice brushes, which you can have many options to work on the letter form. So the first thing that you have to do when you have like select the apps here, you just select create a template here, right? So just on the left side, okay, they're going to have like, there is a 3 lines. Can you see this 3 line? Okay, you can select the the language or the glyph that you want to create. Like if you go to language here, right, you can see that there's many options here. There's also Thai language as well, the Thai language here. But the problem with with Thai language is the tracking between all the space, the fittings, and the kerning is kind of like still need a lot of improvement. Okay, the upper for instance, the upper vowels and the like lowercase letter or something like that. Okay, kind of like sometimes it's just too large, the gap between them are too large. All right, so it kind of like needs some kind of adjustment too. So and there's no Japanese or Chinese here because it's very complex, right? Structures of the language. That's why I'm kind of like, saying at the beginning that this calligraph is very limited. So let's select something, okay? I would recommend you to use minimal English here, okay? Minimal English only contain like 60 glyphs here. Like I already showed you, if you decide to use the free version, right? It can import around 45 glyphs or characters here, so 60 is still enough. But as you can see, there's some missing symbols here. For instance, there's no @ signs, right? And a lot of things are missing, but it's just basic, and we don't have numbers here. So your font is going to be like not very professional, but at least you can work quickly here. So next, what you have to do next is download the template. All right, just download the template. You can give it a name, any name here. You can change it to anything, like basic Latin, for instance. You can select PDF or PNG, but if you want to print it out and draw by hand, I would recommend you to select PDF, all right? But if you use PNG, okay, you can work on Procreate, okay, and hit download. Wait for a minute, okay? And here's the thing, this Calligraph online font editor, right? It can work well on iPad as well as PC and Macs if you like. Okay, it can work on any device. That is the good thing about it. And then after this, just go to Procreate. And next, what you have to do is you import, the sheet, okay, or the template that been created by Calligraph, okay, here. Okay, these are some example I already created here. You can go delete some of these unnecessary things here. Okay, the template is like this, just import it, alright. They might have two templates, it depends on the characters. If there's too many of the characters, right, it doesn't fit in one page, then the Calligraph will create two templates for you, alright. So you have a choice here. You can work in only one file in Procreate, okay, and create another layer, right, and create many layers as you like here, or you can separate the files, okay, depend on the template that you create. Here is the first one. This some of the characters sketch quickly here, all right. So if you look closer, you can see that in this template, right, they're going to have like, okay, I'm going to create another one here, right. You might notice that there's some guideline here. This is better than Fontsrug, right? There's no guide. There's very few guideline over there. So this is the baseline. Basically, this is the baseline. Make sure you draw each of the character on this baseline. You can create your own baseline as well, if you want. But this is just, the thing that's been generated by Calligraph. Sorry. This is the X height or the mean line. Okay. Right. This is the cap height or the ascender line. The ascender line here. So make sure you draw every character inside this box. So it's the same as grip slot in Fontsrug. It's the same concept. Okay. You can see that the letter A here, right, is just guideline here. So you draw the character down here. Okay. B here, right? You draw it here. C, you draw it here, right? So then after this, right, what you have to do, if you finish all the design, make sure you separate, okay, the character that you created here with the template, so that you can revive it if you like. Here there's two templates here, okay. This is another template, and this is another design of mine here. So there's two template that I already filled in with all the character here, right? So what you have to do, basically you have to export it, okay. Just go to this, right? You already know about this. Just share it, okay, or export it as JPEG, all right. You could save them somewhere if you like, or you save image here in your iPad. Click here, okay. Make sure you select all the, make sure you export all the template that you already designed, all the characters, right? And then go back to the Calligraph here. Go to my fonts here, all right. Okay, wait for a minute. This is the font that I already created, okay? So you don't have to kind of like pay attention to this one. Okay, just go to new fonts here, okay? You can give it a name, whatever you like here. TLK, for instance, alright? And adjust the letter spacing. Here's the thing, it depends on your project. It depends on how you draw your character. If you have too many of the space, between each of the character, or the side bearing, can you remember that? You might need to decrease it and make your fonts, the letter spacing are pretty close together. You can adjust the font size, the word space as well, okay. Give it a name, okay. K2, right. When you're done, okay, just click save here, right? So Next, what you have to do is you have to upload the template or the pictures that been created by Procreate. Okay, choose file, right? Okay, you could go to the photo library. Okay, and go to recent in my case, right? And select the picture. Sorry, this is just some picture of my nephews. Select your template here. Okay, you can select magnify here. Okay, you might go and select the second one. That's two template, right? In my case here, you select another one, click done, right? That's two file here. You up and then you select upload template here. Wait for a while. It depends on your internet as well as your iPad as well. How quick it works. Wait for a moment. It takes longer than I think. Come on. I'm going to check the internet connection. Okay, upload it again. There's some problem with the connectivity. Send, okay. Done, okay. I mean, you can select many files at once. However, what I found is that sometimes there's error occur when you select too many files together. That's why I select it. Yeah, now it's come here. Okay, the next thing you could do, okay, you can see that all the characters in the template are here, right? That you design on Procreate. This is just a rough sketch I did on Procreate. Okay, it's not really drawn or anything. You can do much better than me here. Okay, if you're satisfied with all the character here, I mean, you can delete some of the character that you feel like it's unnecessary, right? But if you're satisfied with it, just select add characters and wait. Okay. It's some problem connection. Sorry for that. God. Ah, it's here. Right. Okay, good. Okay, the template is here, right? And then we select the characters, and this window, this thing will be import. All the character will be import. Okay, and ready for you to generate the font or build the fonts. Okay, so the next step is just select build fonts here, and you can change the name here. And if you kind of like satisfied with everything, just select build and wait again. It might take a little bit of time. Okay, good. And as you can see here, right now we have OTF and TTF above there. Okay, you can download the font over there. Okay, just select it and download it. Okay, and you can also select it as TTF. Okay, it depends on your preference. You can install this kind of font in Procreate as well, right? As you can see, that's going to have like a preview here, down here, right? So you might notice about the kerning of some of the word, and also the tracking, like the word temporarily here, M and P look very strange here, right? So it kind of like I said, there's some problem with kerning and other thing too. So that's why I feel like there's a lot of improvement for the platform. Okay, that can be done here. But anyhow, it's very quick way to work on the fonts. I hope you enjoy it if you like to use Procreate. Okay, so like I said, right, you can kind of like install the font and use it here as well. So let's test it just a little bit. I'm going to insert the text or something, sorry. I'm sorry, add here, right. Add text, right. Okay. I named these fonts, which I already created, as quick sketch, right. You can change the colors and other things. Depending on preference, right? Okay. Just test it, how it look like. As you can see, the kerning. You can do the kerning by adjust, the setting here. You can see the kerning here, right? Adjust it a little bit. As you can see, it's better. It look better. But if you have to continue to do it, right, it's not gonna be like good. It's going to be a waste of time. So just test some word. Hamburg font shapes. How about that word? Hamburg font shape. Okay. Not so bad, but of course, the proportion that I think might not be, really refined or anything. You can refine the letter form and import it and create the fonts again. Okay. You can also do the kerning here. Adjust it. Okay. Adjust the distance. But like I said, if it's just letterings work, or if you work on logo something, it's totally fine, right? But if, let's say, if you use the font for like body text or something like that, it's gonna be very difficult. Okay, I hope this video help you create the fonts better. Okay. Thank you very much for watching.